Hi, welcome to the CE Tool Den, and on today's episode we're going to be doing my 2025 year in review in some of the best tools I've bought all year, and we're going to have some honorable mentions on this video. I just didn't put them all on the table over here because I just had no room and some of the stuff is pretty big. So let's get to it. So to start off, we're going to be doing a recommendation on these bit holders with the carabiners. I think some are slightly better than others in what they can hold, but I did a video on these earlier during the holiday season, the Christmas season, and again, this stuff is kind of like pick your poison. You have the Vessel brand, the Klein, the Hyper Tough from Walmart, which is really surprising how good it was, the DeWalt, the Milwaukee, and here's the other Klein one. But I gotta say, when it comes to these things, it's a preference. Pick the one that you like, your brand that you want to stick with, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. This has been a top dog in this shop, and I'm really loving and enjoying this. Okay, for another one is like a really awesome one is the Craftsman Overdrive system. So these are the Craftsman Overdrive wrenches in the SE and metric. Highly recommend these. These are still 50 bucks if you can still find them at your Lowe's, because these are regular 75 or $79, something to that effect. I would recommend this. But not only this, for my birthday I got myself the Craftsman Overdrive Master Set, so with the ratchets and sockets, but that's too big, and I'm currently working on cutting out the foam, so everything's kind of a disaster mess. This shop's kind of like a disaster right now because of the mess, but I definitely highly recommend the Craftsman Overdrive because it's got the RBRT, like a smaller version of the RBRT technology from Mac, aka Grip Edge, that invented all this stuff. So really awesome technology. We really like it. It works very well. It gets up to 70% rounded bolts, so you can get some good purchase with these. Very good items. Okay, this is maybe controversial or maybe not. You know, depends on who thinks of whatever. But we have the Icon G2 ratchets. This one's a little dirty from use, but this has been an amazing, absolutely amazing ratchet set of ratchets. I have I only have the flex heads, but that's because it's a preference of mine. Eventually I want to buy the non-flex head versions, but I'm a flex head person when it comes to ratchets. I have regular ratchets and stuff like that, but the fixed heads, but I honestly prefer flex heads, and these are the locking flex heads. So I got the 1/4 inch, 3/8 and the 1/2 inch, and these have been awesome when I'm doing mechanic type work on people's cars, whether it's brakes or whatever, rotors, whatever, suspensions, whatever it is. These have been absolutely outstanding. I can't say anything bad about these. Really awesome. Here's another one that I have to expand the line. I really love the Weeha bits. These are amazing. I added these. The only thing that this set was missing is flatheads, so I took this out of a Cobalt impact rated set, so I can have slotted. So that's a Cobalt, but other than that, everything here is all Weeha, and it comes with a Slim Fix bit holder, the Weeha Slim Fix. That's something that a lot of people don't advertise. They just say bit holder, but this is actually the Slim Fix bit holder, so it's a very good magnetic bit holder, and this has been amazing. So good, in fact, that I want to get the one that has the 62 pieces and then the security bits, and then the other one that has like that mini precision screwdriver. It comes in these little metal cases. This is heavy duty. This is not for, you know, like you can use this as DIY, but this is definitely made for the heavy duty enthusiast. I also have the Terminator bits, and I definitely highly recommend the Terminator bits, the one with the little blue ring that goes around the shank of the impact rated bits. Those are really nice, but I haven't really used them as much because I still am working on using the newer versions of the Milwaukee Shockwaves impact bits, so I've only sparsely used them, but these are amazing. Another Weeha product is these little 3/8 sockets. You have the quarter inch, I mean the 3/8 bit holders over here. Like I think that's like a 4-inch in metric and SAE. These come with 7 sockets a piece. This has been absolutely a game changer compared to like if you were to get, I don't have the Kleins, but they need to get like a metric version, not just the SAE. Then I might buy those because I'd rather just have like one of each. I do have the Makitas, and those have been really good, the quarter-inch ones. But I want to see Klein come out with a metric version. Then I'll get both of those in like that bigger kit. But this is actually better because it's got a streamlined case. We'll do a video review on this, but you know, the fact that you can like twist this and conform this in any way you want to get easily grab these sockets out of these rails is really good. And it's got like a little place you can put a carabiner or wire key ring on this to hang. Is really awesome, really good for putting in your pouch, and it's minimal. All right, let's do railers. Railer bits. I added this bit because Railer doesn't have a combi bit, aka ECX type of bit, so I added this. This is just some kind of like random Chinese bit, but I gotta say, Railer bits have been absolutely amazing. I normally use the 3.5-inch ones. I want to get the 6-inch set, but I bought this set to put in my EDC kit, and it has been great. This has been a really nice change. So I have the hex bit and the 2-inch. These are the 2-inch bits with most everything you'll need. So if you have this has the metric and SAE hex Allen key style, and then I put this in there, and then this goes in my EDC kit. And I haven't really used it much because I haven't really used much of my EDC because I normally work out of my work bag, and I have my bigger bits and stuff like that. But Railer, I love the green color, the high vis green. They have orange and black too in the bit holding things. Railer really makes an outstanding product. I'm not even kidding. They are outstanding. I have like my 3.5-inch bits, and I just beat the crap out of my Phillips head because that's what I normally use, that or a T25. And the Phillips head just won't quit. It won't break. It won't do anything. It is just a beast of a bit. I love Railer bits, especially when I'm working out of my bag. But I do use the Shockwave too, kind of mix and match. Really good stuff. So this is another one pick I have here is that new Klein multi-bit screwdriver that's insulated. I really like the form and function on this. The fact that you can fit the Weeha slimline bits on this is fantastic. So this is the 6-in-1 insulated. This has been really nice. I have the other set, the other insulated set, the one with the interchangeable bits, and some of them are double-sided, and I like those a lot too. They're very good, but I just like this better because it has the bit storage on the inside, and then you can actually add some of the bits that you don't have with that set or this set in the version with the slimline, and it will hold the slimline bits with friction wise, but it's not 100% solid. You have to really shake this bit to get those slimline bits to fall out. So I definitely recommend those slimline bits with this to work in conjunction with this. It really is a great. So one of my biggest screwdrivers, like I use a lot in the field when I'm doing my handyman services, is this one. This is the 15-in-1 impact rated double-sided bits Klein ratcheting screwdriver. It's impact rated here. So this has been a game changer for me. I bought this earlier this year at Home Depot online. This is the only place I can find this is Home Depot online for this version. Now this is the Gen 1. You would call this a Gen 1 because they actually have a Gen 2 version with the orange wrapping around the shaft and a 15-in-1. So they have, it's the exact same one as this one, but with the orange, and you can get that at Lowe's, Acme Tools, Amazon, all those retailers, and I really enjoy this. I don't know if I'll be getting that one in because I've had just good luck with this one. I normally use this for electrical work, and I have the combination bit, so you can see it's kind of been worn down a little bit, but from a lot of use, but it's still kicking. I know a lot of people complained about these black bits being soft, but I have not experienced that. But I don't put these on the impact driver at all, so I wouldn't know what it is on the impact driver, because I'm kind of scared, because you can't really replace these bits yet. I know to find something close to this, you would have to find something like on Amazon or Temu or AliExpress to find something closely resembling these bits that you can kind of replace. But I'd rather just use this in my driver and use my dedicated like Milwaukee Shockwaves or Railers, because at least I can replace those types of bits with that. Another Klein product that I really love, so I have both versions of this. So see the blue ring? This is the plumber's version of this little mini pocket screwdriver. I think this is a 13. Yeah, this is a 13-in-1. It's got these double-sided bits. This is a plumber's version, and it's got a magnetic tip here on this side, and you pull this out and you put that back in, and then you have your regular screwdriver. Now here's something funny. This screwdriver right here, it comes with, it's actually a Phillips number 2. You wouldn't think it's a Phillips number 2 because of the size of the bit. It looks how it looks. It's like a 3mm. It's a double-sided, by the way. And this actually has also one of the bits is a Robertson square number 2. I can't believe it. And the other thing that makes this even more special is that you can use a regular 1/4-inch bit on these. So let's see. So for example, the Milwaukee, there's a Milwaukee 6-inch bit, right? Check this out. You have a bit holder like this. So I keep this. It only has like a little bit of play because it doesn't go in far enough. Like it only goes like up to here, like from there to there. But the fact that you can use this on a little mini precision screwdriver is a great feature. I actually put this in my EDC carry, so it really is a fantastic little screwdriver. Now I have the other ones in my EDC pouch that I didn't get for this video, but I recommend either one. The blue one for the plumbing and the gray one for it's a regular one, more geared toward the electrician, HVAC person, but I recommend both. I have both because I actually really like it. Here we go. So I just recently bought this Civivi knife. This is the Yonder and the Mini Praxis. So I've been carrying the Mini Praxis. I've just only been carrying this for like a couple of days on this Yonder, and so far I absolutely love it. It's definitely a higher end knife with the budget pricing. It doesn't have like the greatest steel, but you know, it does have the 14C28N steel on both of these. They have the G10 handles. You can't go wrong. And on a budget note, I'm actually very impressed with these Ozark trail knives. So I recommend both of these. So this is the Sonder. So this is like the black version of the orange. We have the orange. We showed that in another previous video. This is a very smooth, awesome knife. I like the drop point blade. It's my preference. It's smooth. Then we have the Valor, which is what has the aluminum handle. This one has the 14C28 and Tonto style blade. We did a review on these. Very good, sharp knives. And very good for what it is. Moving on, we have lights here. So I am a big fan. So this is the light I received from TuneEng as a gift to do videos on, and this is actually in my everyday pouch, in my work pocket when I don't have my EDC pouch. This is the light I have because it's so small. I mean, when you compare it to, like, say, the Olight, look at the size. I mean, both of these are EDC style lights, but for some reason, I like this form factor a lot, and I carry this light a lot. This has been a very good light since I got it from TuneEng, and I did the video on it, and I still am infatuated with this light. This has been so awesome. I've used it on a couple of jobs because I can clip it like this, and it's so lightweight. It's extremely lightweight. It's pocket friendly. Highly recommend. Go to the video. I have a link for this in the video. Another light that I recommend for EDC carry that's been amazing, I don't use this as much now because I use this one all the time, is the Woobin G5. I only use this when I'm around the house, and it's easier to just grab this one sometimes. I really like this light. This has been a really good light as far as, like, you know, for EDC carry. It's very minimal. I like the fact that you can flip the head this way. You can use it as a work light, as a regular flashlight, and it's got a magnetic base. Like, all these have magnetic bases, but I will say the magnet on this is on the weaker side, so that's a negative. But overall, positively, I highly recommend this light. This has a different color variation type of colors there for whatever you want to do with this light. And I also recommend the Woobin X4. Now this one is a heavier duty light than the G5, so this is an amazing light too. I like the fact that it has the lights over here. You can change the colors. It's got the flashlight over here, all different kinds of lighting over here, the color lights, all flashing. They have a great clip on this. Again, I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of these style of clips, but you know what, it kind of works on this one better than a lot of other clips. I'd rather have that wire, but even for like my utility knives. But it's been a really good flashlight. Highly recommend. It's a good in your pocket or in your bag type of light. I wouldn't say it's EDC, but it's kind of EDC. You can clip it on your hat. It's a good light, and I like the fact that you can just push the back and just get automatic light. And it's got strobing. Now this one's a monster. This is the brand new Olight, the Arc Pro. This is not the Ultra. So I was gonna get the Ultra, but the fact that they didn't have, I wanted black, and I wanted a black Olight. So I got sent this one with the engraving of the, like, a little torn American flag and the CE tool den on it, and it's been a really great flashlight. It has the black UV light. It's got the laser. There it is. I love this light. This is a great, like, inspection type of light. I definitely highly recommend. The magnet on this is really strong. This is a very good flashlight. Definitely if you're into trades where you need a UV light and a laser, this is the one to go. Like, there's not much competition. I mean, you got the Night Core. I definitely want to get the Night Core and some of these other lights that are coming that are mimicking this style of light. What's the other one? Roe Vaughn. That's another good light. But I don't have those in the shop. This is what I have, and I really enjoy them. Let's go to definitely my wire strippers of the year. I have the Kleins, but I had those for a long time. But for this year, these are the wire strippers to get. This is made in Taiwan, not USA, but even so, even though it is probably after the Kleins or alongside the Kleins, this has been the best wire strippers I probably have. I love the step cut cutting things over here, the blades, and the wire strippers work awesome. The only negative is you can only twist about 2 wires with this, which if they'd have had the thicker head, then you could do like a full size, like a hybrid of a linesman pliers. But the curvature of these, how thin they are, it just feels so comfortable in the hand. Like, I enjoy this. It's a joy. I gotta say, this is a joy. I take this every job now because this is fantastic. The Klein wire strippers are fantastic, and this is most of the stuff I bought with my own money. So this is definitely one of the ones I bought with my own money, and I thoroughly enjoy this. Now, they have the one with the yellow handles that does the Romex, and I have noticed that on some cuts it will nick the wire, and you don't want to nick the wire. So I'm going to highly recommend these. I don't know about the yellow ones, the Romex cutters. Like, I'm going back and forth on those because sometimes I'll cut it and it's fine and it won't nick the wire, but on some Romex, when you're stripping the Romex off, the sheathing off the wire, it will leave a nick, and that's not good, people. So, but this one right here, this one's a go, must have. There's a lot of screwdrivers here that I have to show because this is like fantastic. This is the first time this year I bought Mega Pro. I never had Mega Pro, and this is a ratcheting one. It's very quiet. It's so smooth. I absolutely love this. This is, I think, a 15-in-1 or something like that screwdriver, but this is a really comfortable screwdriver. I actually love using this. So I use this every chance I can get. It comes with these double-sided bits with the little ball detent, kind of like you would get in a 6-in-1, but Mega Pro is very impressive. I never thought I would like it. I know they make the LTT screwdriver for Linus Tech Tips, and those are very good too. I hear a lot of good things about it, but I like these Mega Pros. I'm absolutely fascinated and love. There's so many good tools out there, so many screwdrivers, pliers, but this is definitely a highly recommend. I bought this on eBay from Bowers Tools from Texas on eBay. That guy's a really good eBay seller, so I recommend buying stuff from him. Here we go. So I've already had Knipex pliers. I've had these, not these per se, but like the bigger ones, like the 200s or 250, whatever the 10-inch, and the other ones are. These are the 180s. So I bought these this year because I wanted the smaller version to use for the pliers wrench and the Cobras. And let me tell you, I don't even have to explain these. You guys know it's Knipex. Best in the business. I don't really use these as much because I do use something else that's on the list over here more, because I actually like beating the hell out of these. I like to baby this. I'm not going to lie. I'm babying my Knipex tools because I want them to last as long as possible. And they're Knipex. Like, I know a lot of people won't baby them, and they tell me just go for it and beat the frig out of them because they're tough. And I agree with you. They are tough. This one's got like some crud I probably put on it when I was using it. But I baby my Knipex, all my Knipex, because they're an investment. I'd rather beat the hell out of my cheaper tools. And I don't know, some of you guys might feel that way. I use these on occasion because, like I said, I baby these. Another Knipex that I highly recommend is the newer Knipex, the ES one. So it's got the elongated head on these Cobras, and it's got the twin grip tooth design thing to grab the screws. This is really nice. This is a 7-inch, and you can use this like a needle nose. Highly recommend. I baby this one too, so I don't use it as much, even though I should. But it's been really, really good. Now, the reason why I baby this is because I use, here we go. I use these Cobalts, and I also have I recommend too the Work Pros of these. So I have like the 7-inch Work Pros that I beat the frig out of. I use those, and I recommend those. I don't have them here. They're probably in the little drawer over there that I have in one of these little. Yep, right here. I should put this on the list too, by the way. So we have the Work Pro ones in the 7-inch, and so this is why I baby it, because you have the same style of Knipex clones, but I don't feel bad about beating these up, man. Like these are hot. These are awesome. These are awesome. They work awesome. These are awesomer. These are like again, Knipex. I definitely gotta be using this one more because I really like the contoured head like that, the style. And then these are in what I keep. I actually bought 3 sets of this because these are so good that I actually put this in my Vito SC45 pouch as my everyday carry in my SC45 pouch. But I do love these. I also recommend the Knipex, the little minis, the micros, the ones that are 4 inches. But I didn't put those in this list because they're in my EDC pouch and I didn't feel like getting in them. But I highly recommend those. Now those I'll use all the time because they're cheaper compared to the prices on these, so I can beat those up. Here is a 5-inch Work Pro, and I think these are made in the same factory. Look at that. They're pretty much identical, other than the handle's a little bit thicker dipped on the Cobalts, but they look identical to me. There's just some minor differences, but everything looks the same. But I highly recommend these. These are outstanding. These have been great for me. I actually have these in a set of these in my lunch bag. These are just great. And here's another one I recommend. The little 4-inch Work Pro. I have this color and the black version of this. So, I don't know. I had to get both because I really enjoyed both colors. And I like having them as a team when I do use this. Sometimes I'll go switch the mini Knipex ones for these and the black ones, and I'll carry both this one and the black one in the pouch. I wish they would make a pliers wrench on this size version of the Work Pro. I probably use that more than the Knipex if I did get that. These have been outstanding. I mean, they have a little thing for the lanyard. These are actually thicker gauge of metal than the Knipex, but the Knipex is probably a lot tougher because that's just how it is. Let's go to this screwdriver. Okay, a lot of you people might dismiss this, but this is a Cobalt screwdriver. But this has some great features. So this has that MechTech QL3 locking flex head system. So it uses 3-ball detents. So what makes this special is, first of all, you have double-sided bits like this, and you can put it in there. This has like 3-ball detent, kind of almost like the Kleins. And this thing has basically no play. Oops. It locks the bit in, right? Okay, so this is where it's cool. Check this out. We're going to do a video on this one too in the future. So you pull this out. This is your bit holder. Not only do you have those regular bits, but over here you have precision bits. And it fits into this same bit holder. So this one does precision bits and regular bits. This is why I like this. I actually keep this in my lunch bag just to be safe. I actually have a set. I have a set of these Cobalts and this in my lunch bag, just because you never know when you're going to need an all-in-one screwdriver. And this one's an all-in-one screwdriver because you can do precision bits and regular size bits, and it's an all-in-one. Yeah, it's on the bigger side. It's a thicker handle, but you know what? It's very comfortable. This has a nice little grip on it. The retention on the screwdriver is fantastic. The only thing you got to worry about... Well, I just finished running out of batteries. I had to change this into a new battery on my camera. But yeah, so we were just saying, this is a 24-in-1. This is a really outstanding screwdriver in that it's very multifunctional. The only thing is, the bits are kind of mediocre. They're an S2 steel bit, but they're not the greatest. But you can use any bit, Milwaukee's or whatever, if you want to put those, bring those in. But just the fact that this offers you a lot of versatility makes this a top 2025 tool purchase. Which leads us to now to this Klein reamer bit holder. So it comes with, this one comes with the a number 2 Robertsons. I can't get the bit out. Let me try to use these, because it's really in there. But it is a little mini bit holder, right? You put that in there. It's recessed in pretty well, so you might need like pliers to get it out. But this has that same style as that ball grip from Klein, and I definitely highly recommend. This thing is, for a little while I actually was using this as my EDC knife, screwdriver, but then I got something even more streamlined than this. I got the Wiha Centrifix EDC ESD screwdriver, and it's got a thinner shaft in this, which is kind of what I was looking for. But this was in my EDC pouch, not with the reamer head, of course. I was using it with other bits, but it's got a nice little metal indentation in there for the 1/4-inch bits. I like this. This screwdriver is just outstanding, and it holds just like the other one, the ball grip. So this is another one. The reason why this made the list is because of the feature of you could turn it to 90 degrees, 45 degrees, or just a straight 180 degree, and this one does it for all the sides. And this made the list because this actually saved my bacon one day. It's in 16-in-1, so it's I think, yeah, 8 double-sided bits. Again, just this is made by the same company that makes the Cobalt, by the way. If you look at it, this is the same QL3 quick lock 3-ball mechanism that with the retention. So again, this is the reason why this makes it is because this actually saved my bacon when I had to go in a tight area, and I was able to use a 90-degree form factor over here to undo some 5/16 bolts. Saved my bacon, and because of that, it earned a spot in top 25 tools that I bought. The ratcheting mechanism on this is fan-friggin-tastic. It sounds nice, it feels nice, and in the middle, it's like a stationary. It really holds the bits very well, just like the Cobalt, but it does have play because of the hinge mechanism over here, so you will feel that. But if you put the bit in here, there is no play on this aspect of the bit holder. So the Husky really definitely came through as a great screwdriver. Here's another one that was in during the Christmas specials, is this 3-pack of utility blades. This has been outstanding for me because it really does a great job of EDC. I started doing EDC earlier this year, and I didn't have anything like this. I know there was other brands out there, but I kind of didn't like those. So I ended up seeing these. I picked these up. I actually have bought 2 packages of this stuff. I think I want to get another 2 more if they go down more in price. Right now they're $9.98, but if they go down more in price, I'm jumping on these again. I also bought the Heart ones, but I like these better than the Heart one because they're a little bit thinner. They're made out of metal. They do a good job of, you know, put like a key ring on, put them on a key ring, and you can cut. You're not going to be cutting boxes with this like all day because this is definitely not for that, but this is good for just like quick cuts, you know, minor cutting, which is good. I really think that this is another Klein Tools utility blade. Is the Fastback is pretty much the king. They started this thing with the flip out blades, and look how smooth that is, man. Look at that. Fantastic. This has blade storage for, I believe, up to 5 blades. I really like this. Honorable mention is the Cobalt version of this blackout version. The clip on this is okay, but I'm not a fan because it is kind of sharp. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of these kinds of clips, but the fact that it works like a Fastback is awesome, and it goes at about 135-degree locking position on this side, so you can do certain types of cuts, as well as cuts like this. It's got the little wire blade, seatbelt cutter, whatever it is you want to call that. It's a good utility blade. Here is another, not these parts, but these ratchets. This is a pick your poison. Do you want to go Klein, or do you want to go Milwaukee? Now, I chose the Klein in my EDC over the Milwaukee. Now, I carry the Milwaukee one in my Vito SC45, and this one's in my everyday EDC, so it's in my smaller pouch. Reason why I chose this one for my SC45, which I don't carry every day, is because it's got the carabiner built in, and that's a good feature, but at the same time, I can see this kind of failing. Like, mine's kind of like a little bit wonky, and I got to kind of bend it back. So this can fail because the wire is pretty thin. They need to rework that. I got a feeling that both these ratchets were made by the same manufacturer. Look at that. It's very closely resembling each other. Now, this is the great part of this. They both have a 5/16 nut remover on this side, and then the 1/4 inch on this side. Which this is one of the reasons why it leads me to believe that these were made in the same factory, but at different specifications by the manufacturer of Milwaukee and Klein. Like I said, I enjoy this. This is good, but I keep this in the pouch. I'm afraid of keeping this hooked on because this wire is kind of like very bendy. So I keep this in the pouch inside the SC45, but I love it. It is a great ratchet. But this is the one I carry every day because I feel more secure having it all around. and I just have this keychain wire ring attached with my mini Olight and my Cobalt utility knife, and I carry this all the time. And this actually came out really good because I actually use the 5/16 a lot when I need to get 5/16 nuts out of screws out of like appliances or whatever that requires 5/16. And I didn't think I would use it. I use this to take out the carburetor on my snow thrower, and my son and daughter-in-law's, my son and daughter's, son-in-law and daughter's snow carburetor, the carburetor on the snow thrower, because they were leaking gas. I was leaking gas on mine, and it really works. This thing is really nice, and I love the thumb screw on this. This is really nice. I love this. This is part of my EDC carry. Now we're gonna come to my all-time. This year I got into the Japanese stuff, and I'm telling you, these are my favorite screwdrivers of all time. Is the Japanese style screwdriver. The ball head. I love this. These are awesome. Here's the vessels. I got all different kinds of vessels. This was I bought this on eBay this year. This is a Craftsman made by Vessel screwdriver, and it really is awesome. Absolutely awesome. You can't go wrong with this. This is a vessel. These are two different vessels. This is the Japanese version of the multi speed screwdriver, and this is like a single speed, but this is a beast mode. Actually my brother got me this for Christmas, so a shout out to my brother Ozzy. And this is a beast. They're both beasts. Very powerful, they'll accept bits. You just got to pull up on the shank. This one came with this one. So this is the American style, the Vessel USA version, but it's still made in Japan. So this one's a single speed, like I said. This one's multi-speed, like 3 speeds. So highly recommend this. Highly recommend. These are fantastic screwdrivers. I love this version. I know a lot of people have a love-hate with this version of the ratcheting screwdriver because of where the ratchet thing is located. And yes, I have hit this thing while I was turning it around using it, and it has like going on lock or the other side, but I still love it. I use this quite a bit, and if you buy this, I recommend this set because this has a whole bunch of bits, but there's no repeats over here. Everything, there's only one bit of each one. So you have like Phillips 1, 2, 3, Posse drive 1, 2, 3. It starts at T10 for your Torx, all the way up to T40, square 1, 2, and 3 up top. You have hex in metric and SAE, and you have your slotted on the top. These are all impact rated bits. It has a bit holder, which I'm not too fond of. It's just generically, it's a Vessel, but I would call this a generic style of bit holder, but it's still a great pairing with this one. You pair this together. This makes a great combination. I love this set, and the best part of this is not only is it a multi-bit screwdriver, which is what I prefer, it is a stubby. Imagine that. Look at that little, and this thing is tiny. And it's a 36 tooth ratcheting screwdriver, and it is amazing. So I will say this: when you have it in stubby mode, and this has a ring lock on it, when you first get this, you're gonna need pliers to get the bits out, because they are very well retained in this little thing. But over time, it's gonna loosen up. Mine's still kind of tight, but I can pull it out now. But highly recommend this. This is amazing, amazing. We also have the Annex. A lot of people love this version because this has a lot of features. This is, first of all, it's a 70 tooth compared to the 36 of the Vessel. So it's got a similar form factor with the ball grip, but this has a more secure ratcheting mechanism. So you're not gonna easily like move the switch over to while you're ratcheting, screwdriving, and ratcheting at the same time, like this one. But again, I love both of these. I use these a lot. I use these a lot. These are pretty much my go-tos. These two, when it comes to the ball grip screwdrivers. When I'm using these at home and on some jobs, but I also love these. This right here is probably going to get screwdriver of the year, guaranteed, because it's that locking triple detent version of like almost like I would say the Weha Centrofix, but the Weha Centrofix has more ball detents, so that one even secures even better. But for what this is, it is absolutely amazing. This has been really, really awesome. I love this. Oh, and by the way, here is the blue version of this Annex. So this RC Motor Company for a little RC cars wanted Annex to build them a screwdriver, so they built them the screwdriver, the exact same screwdriver, but with a little skinnier shaft, Phillips head over here for small RC cars, and it used the same mechanism. Everything's the same, except this is Tamiya's tools. It's craft tools. It's the craft tools. I got this for 30 bucks on eBay. So if you want blue, blue's my favorite color. So I first bought this and I said, oh, this is awesome. But when I saw this, I said, I gotta have this. So I bought it on eBay for 30 bucks plus shipping. So shipping was like 10 bucks. So it was like 40 bucks overall. But this is awesome. It's the same thing as this one, just with the different shaft. I like this one better than this, but I can just switch this to this. It's the same thing. But like I said, the Klein has been awesome. This thing has just been tried and true, beaten by Tools and Tactics. I watch his channel, watch his stuff at all times. Fantastic. I also have this vessel, fixed blade, like this part of it, right? You can switch the blades to flathead, and they have different sizes. Some like the Phillips 3, Phillips 1. Slotted 1/4 inch, well, it would be a slotted 6, I think a 5 or something. And this also has that same stubby style. Really nice. I highly recommend these two. This is a 36 tooth, just like this one. So the difference between these two, besides that this is just a bit holder and this one's more of a fixed, is this one's made in this one's made in Thailand, and this one, the bit holder one, is made in Japan. So this is the Japanese and this is Thailand, but vessel, it's still a vessel, and it feels almost identical to this in the ratcheting mechanism. Very, very low back drag with this for a 36 tooth. You can't go wrong. And the Annex stubby is another one. So they make a stubby version of this, and this has been really good. I like using this when I need to go in to smaller spots. It comes with this little 1-inch bit. Phillips head. These are all JIS, by the way. Even the Klein JIS, and that's it's got a double-sided flathead, so it's got a number 6. So that's good. Another item that I recommend, highly recommend, is the where I have the tool check, the wearer tool check, but I actually kind of like this a little better. I like the form factor in this, so I like having this little mini precision screwdriver bit and bit set. This is really nice. It's got Allen keys here in metric. This has been actually really a nice little system here. It's got the screwdriver, the little wearer screwdriver, the mini ratchet, some 2-inch bits, which I added bits, wearer bits. So I bought these wearer bits on the square bits at Woodcraft. So they do have Robertson's bits you can add to this, because this didn't have Robertson's. I kind of wanted Robertson's on this. It doesn't kind of close all the way. We'll have to do a review on that one. And it comes with 4 of the metric sockets. So this has been a really nice little change of pace compared to like the tool check. I have it over there. But this has been a really nice little setup here. I like this whole setup. It's been good. Here's another item that's newish that came out in the fall. Is this precision screwdriver by Craftsman. It comes in this awesome case. I got this on Acme Tools. It's an LED You push the button and you have an LED. It has a spinning back over here. It's really nice, comfortable. This is all aluminum. It's got like a little locking bit holder here for the, I think these are 3mm bits. It has JIS in here too. It has some JIS bits. That one's a JIS 00, 000. And then it just has all these little mini bits. I highly recommend this. I like the little lines on this, so you can get a nice grip on it, so it's not like a slippery aluminum. I really like this. This is a really highly well built Craftsman screwdriver, mini precision screwdriver, in an awesome case. This is all rubber overmold with plastic, so this whole back is all that black is that beautiful rubber overmold Craftsman uses. They still have the best grips, in my opinion, in the tool world, and it really is a fantastic little mini precision screwdriver. We'll be doing a video on this one at some point, but let's keep moving. Here is everybody's controversial tool, the 9-inch Icon Talon grips. We love the Icon. These work exactly and identical to the Snap-on, lifetime warranty. So these are made in Taiwan. The Snap-ons are made in the USA. But guess what? I have these for a hell of a lot cheaper than the Talon grips on the thing. But here's the caveat. These are 9 inches. Sometimes I don't want a 9-inch screwdriver, Talon grips. So I have my own Snap-on guy, and I have a Mac Tools truck guy too that I buy from. And I bought the 7-inch Snap-ons. Look at that. So these are the LN46 ACF. I love this Snap-on. So I do have Snap-on tools, and we're going to be doing this Snap-on tool haul that I did recently, and this is one of the items that I bought recently. It's like 60 bucks. This has been a game changer because now, as much as I love these, I want to go smaller, lighter, and these will do everything that I needed to do for just about 90+% of the time. If I need to use these for like extended reach, I'll use these. But 95% of the time, this is what's going to get used, because this is like the perfect size. Like, you can't get any better than this. This has just been outstanding. This is Snap-on. Look at that, Snap-on LN46. I love this. I love my Snap-on guy for ordering me this. I wanted to get the green handles because I love green, the new green. I've been on the green kick, but he was only able to get me the reds. So I said, you know, I'll just take them. Maybe in the future I'll buy the greens, but I love these. These have just been a really awesome Snap-on Talon grips, and I'm loving using these so far. So another item that you would not know that's available is, and I use this a lot, like I pretty much use this quite a few times a week. Now these are the mini Hyper Tough mini pry bars. They're made in the USA. They're made by Wild. They make a lot of they're kind of Mayhew's competitor in the USA market of pry bars and like some screwdrivers and stuff like that. So I carry this angled one in my EDC, and let me tell you, I think the paint's wearing off on that one. This has been definitely used a lot. I barely use this one. I've only used this a few times because I prefer the angled head, and this angled head is in my EDC pouch all the time. Like, this thing is tiny. It's concealable. It's perfect for EDC carrying. This is perfect for a lot of things. I actually use this to help remove the carburetors on the snow throwers, both mine and my son-in-law's. This has been just a really joy to have. I love this. I love this so much that I'm gonna go get the Snap-on version of these little mini pry bars and the Mac ones, because the Mac ones got to actually have a really thick shaft. But I want to get that 90-degree one that Snap-on just came out with. I have those on order. So these are fantastic. Another item from Walmart. I got to say, Walmart really knocked it out with a lot of Hyper Tough stuff this year. And they've done a really awesome job. Is their pry bars. I have all the pry bars that are made in the USA by Wild. Look at this. Look how big this sucker is. I have all of them. It's basically, you buy a 3-pack of them. I think this is a 3-pack, and then you can buy this and this separately, and then you buy the mini pry bars. The mini pry bars are only like $7.50, $7.97, something to that effect. But yeah, these pry bars are awesome. The price is outstanding considering the price of the regular wild ones. And like I said, these compete with the Mayhews, so they've been good. They also have the striking tip on the back of the drivers of the pry bars, so you can use these to hammer and get into things that you don't normally wouldn't. These, unfortunately, these don't have it, the little mini ones, but that's okay. I absolutely love these. This is a must get. You know what I mean? At this price point, you cannot say no. This is an outstanding set of pry bars. All right, one of my most used on the job because of the weight size, and it's a 16-footer, is this Klein widest blade, not really super wide, but widest blade, double-sided tape measure. Now, I have the magnetic version, but this one's not magnetic. I use the magnetic when I need to use a magnetic, of whatever brand I'm bringing that day. I prefer using 16-footers. I do have the Klein magnetic 16-footer wide blade, but I like this one better. Not because, and it kind of sucks that it doesn't have the magnet, but I like this Klein better because it's so lightweight. It's 16 foot, and it's got a really awesome clip, not like one of those like stiff clips that these have good bending on them. It's so lightweight, and this is the perfect size for me for when I'm doing measurements. The only thing I wish it did was the magnet, but other than that, that's the only negative. This thing is phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Lightweight, great for your pouch. Really good thing. Now, power tools. This has been a year of change for me, as far as like bringing heavy stuff, and it's just, I gotta say, guys, you know, I'm getting older. I need, and my knees aren't what they used to be. My back isn't what it used to be. You know, I've been doing the handyman thing for a long time now, and I need compact tools. This is one of the compact tools I bought this year. This one I bought at the end of the year during this holiday season, and absolutely love it. Love this compact. This is for a 20-volt compact. This is very nice and small for a drill. I like the drill. It's not the most powerful drill, but it doesn't have to be because it gets my job done most of the time. And I love the impact. This impact has been awesome. Really good. I mean, I bring this when I need to bring a 20-volt tool, but I'll show you what I bring the most and what I carry the most on just about every job that I do that doesn't require heavy impacting or heavy drilling. So this is like an everyday type of, you know, 20-volt, 18, 20-volt, 24-volt type of tool. When you need to bring a certain power, I do have, if I need to bring even more power, I'll bring the big boys like the Milwaukees or the Flexes, but I don't like to bring them if I can avoid it because I want to be as lightweight as possible. And this is the main dogs that I bring. This is like, I got this earlier this year, and although I love the drill, this is a 3/8 drill chuck on this one. I bring the drill only for certain occasions. I do any drilling and fastening. Basically, this is my go-to. This is my everyday carry. In my work belt, on my hooks, in my pouches because of the size. I don't need power all the time. This does well over 90% of what I need to get done. Well over 90%. This is the subcompact, brushless impact. I don't even bring the mini fuel anymore, the little the Generation 3 fuel anymore. This is my go-to. I didn't realize how much I would love this, but I absolutely love this. It doesn't have a speed selector. It doesn't have, but it has a variable speed trigger. It doesn't have any of the bells and whistles. It doesn't even have a quick insert bit. You have to pull out this and insert the bit at the same time for it to lock on. But I don't care. This provides me more functionality and usability in my pouches, in my kits, and everything. This is my workhorse. If I need to bring more power, I'll bring bigger. I'll bring a 20-volt tool or my Gen 3s, M12s, or my M18 impact driver, and they're all nice and compactish too, but nothing like this. This is absolutely amazing. like I like the 12 volt, the battery on this. You can just put it the 2.5 amp high output or a 2 amp hour battery, and I'm just going to town. Or the 3 compact, the 3 amp compact on this. This is by far one of my, if it's not number one, it's number 2 on the list out of all these tools. That's made such an impact on me, no pun intended, that this tool has in essence changed the way I look at how I do my jobs, how much I can carry. Just fantastic. This one right here, honorable. Now these also, like when I do automotive stuff, automotive work, I bought this earlier this year, the 1/2 inch impact, of 550 pound. This thing is a beast. Like, I know when you're looking at it, it's not as compact, but it's still very compact. It's lightweight as opposed to using a high torque or a mid torque. This has taken the place of a lot of mid torques usage that I use. I don't really use the mid torque anymore. I use this for low torque. This is, by the way, this is the 1/2 inch. Low torque applications, or high torque, well, not high torque, but mid torque style. I don't bring my mid torques anymore. I have the Milwaukee mid torque. I have the Milwaukee high torque. I use either the Craftsman or Milwaukee high torque when I need to use it, but I don't need to use it. This has been such a beast for me. I thought I was going to have problems with the because a lot of people didn't originally like the way you change the speeds when you have to put it in the middle, the switch in the middle, and use the trigger. I actually got used to it. I love it. I can't say anything bad about this. This has been a great impact wrench. I love this thing. This thing has been outstanding in doing, like, I use this for brake jobs, but like I said, sometimes this won't be able to do the job, then I'll bring out the high torque. But otherwise, I have this on me for the same reason why I'm using this. Now, here's another one. This is the subcompact version of the impact driver. So I needed to get the impact subcompact because, like I said, this one really did such a great job as to changing the way I game when I do my jobs that I needed to bring this. This thing is subcompact. It uses the same style of speed selector as the 1/2 inch 550 foot-pound torque one of this 1/2 inch version, but this is the 3/8 subcompact, and this is extremely lightweight. I can change the speeds pretty decently on this. I like it. This is going to be for smaller tasks, not as high torque, and this goes up to 225 foot-pounds. Now, this coming year, maybe January or February, I will be buying the 1/4 inch version of this subcompact because I want it badly. I actually bought a set of 1/4 inch, a big set of a 30 or 35 piece of 1/4 inch impact sockets for the new subcompact 1/4 inch that I'm going to buy. I also have a full set that I bought just for this on Amazon. So I have the 3/8 for this, like a whole set, just so I can use this. I love this set. This has been fantastic. I only use this a couple of times because I haven't had a need to use it, because I'm normally using the 1/2 inch when I'm doing auto work. And this thing has been beat up, but I use my tubbo towels to clean this up. But it's got so many nicks and scratches on it around this edge because of all the work it's done. Oh, I missed a spot on the getting some of that grease, but like I clean my tools. I like to take care of my tools. I like to clean my tools after use. I don't like a dirty tool. I don't want to look like a grease ball. I don't want to intimidate people like, oh, that guy's dirty. When they see people like, because that's not professional. I like to be clean. I want my tools clean. So use tubbo towels, crocodile towels, or whatever you use. Clean your tools. Clean your tools. It's not hard. It's a pain in the butt. It really is a pain in the butt. But clean your tools. And they'll last longer. They'll be better. They'll look cleaner, more professional. People will look at you with more respect. You know what I mean? But I'm totally on board. Milwaukee hit a grand slam with these subcompact tools. Really. It's a grand slam. And like I said, this is my main daily driver. The weight is just astronomical, like as far as like how light this is. I cannot get over how awesome of a tool this is. Yeah, I would like it a quick insert. Yeah, I would like a speed selector. But do I need it? No. This does everything I want it to do and more. So with that, these are some of my favorite picks of the year. I really thank all the manufacturers for making these tools and making things happen over here. Retailers like Lowe's, Home Depot, Harbor Freight, Acme Tools has been huge this year. Ohio Power Tool, even Menards. My wife bought me some things from Menards, and I love Menards, but we don't have any in the area. I wish Menards didn't charge a processing fee. But if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bells for notifications. And as always, have yourselves a great day, night. Happy New Year, everybody. See you next year, aka tomorrow. All right. Until next time, peace.